Hello, beautiful one. Welcome in. This is Cleora, and I represent pure free will on this paradigm plane of existence that we live on. I represent the ancient teachings, and my ancestors brought tarot over to the West. And yes, they went all through Egypt, all through Persia, all through those places. I live this stuff. I don't just talk it, I live it every day. So the message I'm getting through today, if the title called you in, is that you got rid of all the riffraff. And I mean, I'm talking leeches, spiritual parasites. I'm talking people so selfish. They would need Buddha himself to sit with them and teach them. And even then, they would still struggle spiritually. So you got rid of a lot of people that were draining your life force energy, that were distracting you, that were literally trying to use you as an opportunity. I'm getting that this happened over and over again. You could have found it really shocking that there were so many people like this. And I feel like now it's your turn to really shine and be truly, truly happy. We're going to pull some cards on this, but I feel like someone's really found their freedom and your ancestors are partying. They're like, yes, this is party time. We're celebrating backstage and we want this person to know. I'm seeing a blonde lady. So this could be a message specifically for someone watching this with blonde hair, that your ancestors are with you when you're partying. I don't know if you've had some sort of a celebration night or something like that, but this is a message for someone who's freed themselves from some mad situation here. And we've got 8 of Coins energy. This is the 8 of Pentacles. So I feel like you're really focused on business, work. You're focused on revving your own life up. And I'm getting for someone like you really want to fill up your bank account and you really want to be self-sufficient and be abundant and be flowing and blossoming. So that's where all your energy is going now. And I feel like it's since you've gotten rid of these leechy energies. Ooh, let's see what else. What else does Spirit want us to focus on? 10 of Wands here. So I'm feeling a lot of beautiful, healthy pride. That pride where you're like, you know what, this is my life. I'm going to live this life free and happy, and I won't let anyone put me down, and I won't let anyone denigrate me by using me, by pulling me onto their timeline, into their grotty little world. Because I feel like you dealt with some real spiritual, ooh. I don't know if you guys have seen that film, I Love You Man, where he goes, Paul Rudd's character, he goes, city slicker. Spirit's almost trying to give me words that I don't have in my vocab, but they're giving me the energy of names you would use if you were like in the Wild West, when someone's just like a no good, low down, air breathing, dirt kicking, son of a bitch kind of thing. That's kind of what they're giving me here. Like that you had real cheeky energies. And when I say cheeky, I mean they're so entitled, it's just rude as hell kind of thing. And I feel like you got rid of them. Yeah, this is the power here. It's got to be this way with the 10 of Wands. This is what I'm getting. It's got to be that way for those people who really want to live life to the fullest. You either go the whole hog or you stay where you are, and you're going the whole hog here. With Emperor energy, Aries energy, Ares, the god of war, having to have that drive, that momentum, that forward impact to impact your own future. So you're really going heavy and hard to impact your own future here. And the universe is responding. The universe is listening to you in a big, big way. You're radiating out some sort of power here. Because I've never noticed these lines, but Spirit's telling me you're radiating power right now. And there are targets you want to hit, multiple targets. The number 4 could be really relevant to you, building stability. This could be towards, to do with getting like four walls around you, like home. Because I'm seeing a house in my mind's eye. So you could be thinking about long-term security, how you want your daily life to be. You might want to get up in the morning and you might want to have a certain type of garden to do your yoga in. You might want a driveway. You might want a pool. You might, you know, you're visualizing and you're feeling how it would feel to be led by that pool, hearing the water splashing around, and you're really bringing those things into fruition. And I feel like, yeah, I'm getting no more Mr. Nice Guy, no more little Miss Nice kind of thing, because you know where niceness gets you. And I feel like being nice got you preyed upon. That's what I feel like. And I feel like now I'm hearing Whitney Houston, saving all my love for you. I feel like you're saving all your love for yourself here. And taking control in a real sovereign way. And if we want to live the immortal way, if we want to live the really godly way or the high vibrational way, it doesn't matter which way you say it. Source energy is God. The universe is God. So it doesn't matter if you think God's a man in the sky or if you know yourself as a portion of God or a source, it makes no difference. If you know the power of source energy, the power of the universe, and that universe is responding to you, you made a major choice here with the Eight of Coins, Ace of Cups. And you could be one of those people who's been in a really toxic situation. Spirit wants me to bring this up. We normally end up in really toxic situations when we are destined to lead, when we are destined to see the truth from the inside out, from under the rug. You may have felt like you've seen things, the nitty gritty, the real underbelly of life. And you've had a lot of stuff that I feel like you've had to work through with the Ten of Wands. But Spirit wants you to know that this is part of your work, the things you've been through. They are part of your work and what you're going to spread out to the world. Because too many people think that because they had toxic environments when they were young, oh, who am I to heal? Who am I to... You are everything. And everything is you, right? So you're going to be benefiting from these burdens. These are going to end up giving you so much wisdom and chunks of knowledge and chunks of security in the future. Because you're going to have moments where you're just so grateful and so blessed to be you. You're like, wow, I'm so glad I'm one of those humans with a big heart chakra activated. I'm so glad the universe listens to me. I'm so glad the universe rains her beautiful blessings down upon me. Because you're going to be hit with this affection that the universe has got for you. This is a mama energy. You're going to be hit with loads of waves of affection. You could even smell scent in your mind. You may smell flowers. Something about scent and being psychic with you. I feel like scent could mean a lot to you. The way things smell, or getting smells coming up that don't match the environment. This could be spiritual visitations I'm getting. For someone, you could be smelling tobacco or food cooking when it's not cooking. This is a spiritual visit is what I'm getting here. Okay, Wheel of Fortune, Destiny here. We've got the Five of Coins. So I feel like whoever's played with you, right, these horrible energies I'm getting, of course they're selfish. Of course they're pieces of crap. Of course everything they do takes away from your legacy, from your vault, from your power, and everything's ancestral. So when these people mess with you, your ancestors get pissed off. Your ancestors like, no, no, no. They'll start sending you signs and symbols really heavily, all right? And I feel like you picked up on these signs and symbols. Someone was taking away from your majesty, someone you were dealing with, someone you had to roll away from or get away from. You would have seen signs and symbols from the universe trying to take you away from this person. The universe could have been revealing things they were doing. They could have been pocket dialing you. You could have been in the right place at the right time to overhear people talking about this person, letting information slip out to you. You could have overheard something. Or there were just synchronistic little tidbits of information that the universe was making sure you got so that you could turn your life the right way up again, because the right way round again, because this rune is upside down. For anyone who does runes, this is the Fihu. This is about the house you represent. This is about the bloodline you represent. This is about the spiritual palace you represent. And someone in your physical life was turning your wealth upside down. They were turning your abundance upside down. It only takes one person in our life. All of a sudden, it affects our finance. It affects our health. It affects our sleep. One leech, that's all it takes to turn your life around the wrong way, but you're turning it around the right way. You've done this. You found a potion of happiness that feels so good. And I can see you in the future sat on a couch, all nice and cozy, and I'm getting the word den coming through. Sat in a cozy den type burrow environment, and I can see you thinking, wow, thank God for my beautiful mind. Thank God I kept going. Thank God I followed my spiritual blueprint. And thank God I realized my power and that the universe listens to me and is always sending me signs and symbols. You know, our ancestors are possessive. If any man comes along to me, my ancestors flare up in me, because we are all human aerials, and our ancestors will flare up in us when we're in certain types of situations. So that's coming up for a reason. You could have really felt that. You could have felt energies surging through you like lava, like that powerful energy, like a powerful gust of wind. We've got the Four of Wands here. There's that homely energy, okay? Diamonds and roses, baby. Diamonds, roses, and stars I'm getting. This is you secure in the future, Four of Wands energy. That cozy energy of you being, wow. They're giving me this vision of you in the future, being all cozy. And as much as I mentioned blonde lady earlier coming up to give someone confirmation, I'm seeing a lady in America with cocoa skin, African American, whatever you want to call it, sat in a beautiful, cozy couch thinking, yes, I aligned the bloodline. I aligned the tribe. I did everything right for spirit. You got everything balanced out. And there could be a lot of details. There could be a lot of patterns you had to change within yourself, things that were natural to you, because whatever we're brought up in, it can often feel natural to us. It can often feel unnatural to us. But even if we grow up in something that we find really abominable, after 20 years or 15 years living with them, our subconscious mind can have things roaming around in it. And I feel like you've gone over those details. And we have to be strong as grown-ups. We have to be really strong when we're doing our spiritual work. Because the hardest spiritual work is when we see something about ourselves and we're like, oh no, I did that, right? I actually did that. And you have to be so grateful that God gave you that clarity. You have to be so grateful that you had that clarity when it comes to clearing up maybe ancestral things like that. And most humans, most grown-ups, they turn away from that self-awareness. They turn away from the insight. But that clarity is so valuable. We can't take it personal when we've got natural human reactions to situations we've been in. Just like we see when we watch videos on H.G. Tudor, he's actually helpful, right? People do worship him a bit too much, but he has his own agenda. People have to remember that. But like when H.G. Tudor tells you, your light can be dimmed, but it can never be switched off. He's talking to the heart chakra activated people. Sometimes when we're around narcissists, we literally pick up on their energy so much that we become like them. And regardless of whether you've been around narcissists or not is not the point. I just use that as an example. This is about you smoothing out the things you were around that didn't suit you and becoming very self-aware and being grateful. Even when that animal nature in us is like, the animal nature in us can feel shame. It can feel humiliation. It can feel like the whole world's watching it. You know, it's like the animal part of us doesn't want to feel like it's done anything wrong. So I feel like you've dealt with things in yourself where you're like, you know what? Yeah, I did do that wrong. And thank you, God, for that insight so I can straighten things up for my ancestors, noticing the patterns you picked up on, because we're all habitual creatures and energy is contagious for all of us. So I feel like you've really faced a lot of things and wanted to do better. And I feel like that could have saved you from a toxic relationship, because these toxic relationships, they come up for us to test us. Are you going to go into the karmic ways? Are you going to do the same thing? You know, for me, I could have done the same thing my mother did or my grandmother did. I didn't do that. I made good. 4 of Wands. I've built stability. I've changed the whole dynamic of the bloodline. So it only takes one person to do this, and one person to be really honest with like, whoa, I can't live like that. I've got to go forward into health and prosperity and abundance. And I feel like you've picked up so much spiritual insight, gifts of compassion, gifts of gentility, understanding. If you could see your consciousness and how valuable your consciousness is in non-physical, they're giving me glimpses of the layers and fabric of your consciousness, like silk or cashmere, pink cashmere. The way you bring a consciousness, if they could physicalize your consciousness, it would look like the most beautiful blanket. It's absolutely gorgeous, and they want you to see the preciousness of this, what you've woven together, the pieces of yourself that you held on to, and you sewed them to other pieces of yourself, and you mended the holes, maybe where you didn't get what you needed, and you added a patch here, and you sewed on some sparkles. You get where I'm coming from? You've patched yourself up beautifully here. And you haven't taken it personal, because the animal part of us, like my bloodlines, they're both crazy. You get where I'm coming from? They're powerful, pagan, gypsy bloodlines. So, you know, I've got all that energy in me too. And, you know, we have to be honest about our nature. We are nothing like what society tries to tell us we are. We are unique, etheric beings. And they don't know anything about DNA. They know absolutely nothing. And, you know, I feel like we're realizing our unique ancestral attributes that need to be handled and managed. Let's just put it like that. Let's go. What's coming up? 7 of Swords here. So this is the potential that so many people fall into, to self-sabotage themselves by turning away from truth because they want to protect their family, or they want to protect their partner and stay with someone toxic or stuff like that, right? This is that option to always self-sabotage, or it's always on the table. This is always a possibility, is what I'm saying by this 7 of Swords. And you chose to really look at the details here, is what I'm getting, in a very mature, responsible way, but also in a very spiritual way, because you know you're more than your vessel. You know you're more than the ancestral habits. You know your higher perspective, your higher consciousness is so much more than what you've been born into as a human, and that you're here to fix and heal things. I feel like you were born into a specific sort of family to have compassion where others would have found it difficult. And I feel like your energy is a balm for people. You might not realize this, they're saying, with things you've been around in relationships, whatever. You might not see this now. You might think people have not learned from you. You might think, you know, you tried to help people and maybe it just seems like it's gone right over their head. But what I'm getting here is that your energy, and you've got this energy, you could have been a nurse in a past life. You could have considered nursing or stuff in the caring field. I'm getting social services. I feel like you wanted to change something. Maybe you considered a lot of options, but I feel like you've got this specific type of soul where you can transfer energy to people. And what I'm getting is you have sent these people energy that have been in your life. People who probably aren't in your life anymore. I feel like you feel like your energy had no positive effect on them in certain scenarios. And what I'm getting is that, yeah, it did have a positive effect on them completely. It's going to play out for them in future lives, that your energy is going to help them. So you're still building into the fabric of reality. They're saying never think your energy is not powerful. It is. It is. And you're realizing the bounty. 15:15 on my clock. You're realizing the bounty of what you hold. I feel with that 15:15 coming up, I just got a real sense of someone who has been put through certain sequences of the mind on a storyline level. And our higher self will jump into a vessel. We will go on our little earthly life. But there's a storyline that's set in your birth chart here. And I feel like you've been tested. Your faith has been tested here over and over again. Because people have tried to make you feel like your energy is ineffectual by not listening to you, by being particularly ignorant. I've had similar experiences myself. Everyone I was ever around when I was a kid, and I was around a lot of toxic people, my energy, all I ever got told from their energy was, you can't heal anyone. You can't heal anyone. You're not a healer. You can't heal anyone, even though my instinct was to heal them. The reason why it felt like I couldn't heal them was because they were all narcissists and they don't want to be healed and they are incapable of healing because their soul chose the chaos-causing negative soul. That's what they chose, to be a negative polarity player of the game. Chess, baby. And I'm getting that you've had a lot of these energies come up and they've tried to make you feel ineffectual as a healer. Yeah, the balm of your soul. They've tried to make you feel ineffectual. This could have driven you inwards in some sort of self-searching, like, who am I? Because people have made you doubt yourself. But I feel like the coast is clear now. I feel like the riffraff have been cleared out. And I feel like it's because you've done the inner work to get this wheel turning, destiny energy, Jupiter. The more you favor yourself, the more the universe has to back you up. It's universal law. And I feel like you're realizing this now in maybe even quite a business-like way. Because people don't think God is about business or that the universe is about business. Yes, it is. It has to balance everything out and keep everything going. And spiritually, we are about business. We're about the family values. Whether we feel like we've got a physical human family or not is not the point. But with Four of Wands here, I feel like you are someone who's got such a lovely soul. You're destined to be somewhere that's secure and beautiful. I'm getting loads of conversation with like-minded people, people who get you, people who are on your team, no doubt, no question. But I feel like there's this economy here where you are needed. Because the universe wants us to be economic, and you're being economic with your love now. You're not flowing it out. You've got the pillar of severity. No, you're not having my love. It ain't going to change you. You're not having it. My love can help the world. If I flow it to the right person at the right time, that person will also flow that love on. So it's like a healthy waterfall, a healthy butterfly effect. But right here with the Five of Pentacles, these are energies of people who are stopping you flowing your energy to other people because they were getting it all. And it's a bottomless black pit with these souls you were sending this energy to. These leeches are never full. They never get full up. The energy gets dissolved metaphysically. You realize that actually they don't deserve it. There are people out there that will take your love and multiply it. And then there are people out there who will take your love and waste it. You've only got so many hours in the day. We've only got so many years, so many months to do our spiritual work and leave our imprint on this planet. And you're getting into gear locked and loaded. Riff-raff gone. I'm getting on with it. Three of Pentacles. This is harmony with the universe, but also harmony with others on your spiritual pathway. Let's have a look. Show me more. Light bulb. Okay, expect light bulb moments. We've got the Three of Cups here. So again, Three of Pentacles, Three of Cups. That tells me there's going to be an abundance of support, or you found a tribe, or you feel at home, or you feel like you click into the system. And I'm talking the spiritual system. I'm talking to the flow of divine harmony here. I'm seeing celebrations for you, like we were picking up on in the beginning of the reading. This is big celebration. This is giving me that divorce party vibe where you're free and you're happy and you're realizing the coast is clear, the horizon is clear. Strength energy with the Emperor, big Leo energy, big Aries energy. I'm getting it's only a matter of time. You're forging ahead. You're conquering your own inner world, which is conquering your outer reality. And it's because you're putting your love in all the right places and getting your love in all the right places from the divine. There we go. Just as I say that, we've got this Two of Cups on top of this Ace of Cups. This is beautiful. A handshake with the divine. So you're following your instincts now and realizing there's no authority outside of you. No one on this earth can tell you what to do with your life, who you are, or what you represent. You get to tell them that, and you get to put your mark on the world. This is impetus energy. They're showing me the Ace of Wands bursting out of you. Yeah, very masculine, action-oriented energy, carving through something. Getting those goals achieved. I'm feeling this real dominance in the physical world because you've aligned your non-physical world. You've aligned your will. You've aligned your focus. Devotion I'm getting. You know who to be devoted to. You know which way to turn. You know to turn towards the divine. High Priestess energy here. There we go. There we go. So you're getting into gear for some sort of, they're telling me therapy, healing. You could be helping someone. Reiki, holistics, incense, potions, botanics. Queen of Wands here. Pure confidence. Getting this wheel moving. Pointing that wand. And your focus is the wand. And your fiery power here. I'm feeling this in my sacral chakra. So you could feel like you're giving birth to a new project. Or maybe you are even pregnant. Or maybe you're birthing this new version of yourself into reality. Because this one almost looks like she's being birthed out of this lion's head. So you're being really birthed in strength here. You turn to the divine here with the High Priestess. And this is all about you trusting your instincts to bring your own unique plan onto the earth. You don't need any human approval. There are no elders on this planet. They're all non-physical. And they're handing you the baton. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. The Star with the Four of Wands. You know, I love the fact that my viewers shine so bright. So you're clarifying something about yourself. You are the boss of life. You can imprint on it how you want. And this is about you receiving money. I am ready to receive. I am ready to be high vibrational and receive all the abundance. Okay. Okay. Right. So, guys, when you achieve stuff in previous lives, it can be waiting for you when you get here. All you've got to do is crack open the vault, do something in the physical to allow the abundance to flow through that you already achieved in a previous life. I feel like there's a book on the planet that you wrote in a previous life as well. Two of Coins, Page of Cups here, being your own best friend. And I feel like you've really nurtured yourself the way you would nurture another. Maybe you're really good with little ones. Maybe you're really good at understanding kids or babies. You remember what's good in people here. You remember what's pure in people. And I feel like you've got a special gift of reflecting the purity back at people. High Priestess energy, very reflective. The Star energy, Four of Wands. You could even be providing people sanctuary. I feel like your soul has provided people more sanctuary than you realize. And there's more sanctuary to come. Because again, you've seen the gritty underbelly. You've seen how things really run. And it's made you fearless. We've got the Knight of Wands here facing this Page of Swords. Facing the enemy here. Who likes to be all powerful. The Fool card. Spirit's like, no. This Page of Swords is foolish. They're telling me. They're blind. They do not see. They are unconscious. So you've got away from those energies. But this is you on your new pathway also. A fearless new pathway. Totally self-supporting yourself here. And I do feel like you have a gift for remembering what is good in people, even when they can't see it themselves. So I feel like that can help you on your journey. They want me to pull a few charms. So we're going to grab this. 2322 on my clock. Okay. We've got the J here. But I'm getting this J coming through as a Y. So you could be from somewhere where the J would be pronounced like Yasmin, Jasmine kind of thing. We've got this beautiful red rose here. Having the faith in your heart. pulling things in at the root chakra. So you could feel Kundalini, what the hell? Kundalini awakening symptoms. You could feel the rattlesnake tail. You could feel heat in your body, is what I'm getting. There's something about how deep the roots of the roses go. I don't know if anyone knows anything about roses, or this could be symbolic for somebody, to do with a nationality, a country, or just symbols, magical symbols, something like that. We've got an S and we've got an O. S-O, okay. Okay, and we've got this crown chakra thing here. So we've got the root to the crown here. And this is all about trusting yourself as an individual being that may not even, Earth may not even be your original home. Your ancestors could have come from off planet. So they're saying, don't be, you know, subject to anyone else's. Listen, I'm chatting to someone who already knows. I'm chatting to someone who already knows you've got this divine plan to bring in, and it has nothing to do with what already exists on Earth. You've done this before. You've left books here. And your mind's free now, I feel like, to go ahead on your spiritual work. So I'm going to leave it there because you guys know how I like to rabbit on and chatter on. You can trust your connection, my darling. JSO. I hope this reading's been good for somebody. You are a healer, and your energy's done far more for people than they will ever admit or even be aware of in this lifetime. But you know who you are, my darling. Lots of love. I hope this reading's helped you. Mwah.